Good morning. I wanted to wish everybody a National Relaxation Day. So some people call this vacation in a bottle or relaxation in a bottle, but I'm going to use my stress away right now. Wait just a few seconds to see if anybody gets on, but this will be recorded. So if you are watching it later, that is fine. You might be watching it on another day, and it might not be National Relaxation Day, but as far as I'm concerned, every day can be National Relaxation Day, right? So, hello, Becky. Or Brandy, I'm sorry. I just emailed Becky a few minutes ago. I saw the B and I was thinking Becky, but it's Brandy. So, let's get started. We're going to talk about stress away today, but I also want to just talk about ways that we can help with our stress. A lot of times we might be thinking that this is just all us. We're emotional. We try an oil and we're like, it's not working for me. All these different things. Well, I kind of have found that there's different things that help me, and so I'm going to kind of go over those things, and we're going to talk about oils while we're in the midst of it, okay? So number one, let's be honest right there, not the first thing. I woke up this morning, actually I woke up early after my husband left, got up, brushed my teeth, that kind of stuff, and decided it was kind of early to get up and go outside. It was still kind of dark outside, so I actually laid in bed and checked some emails and some Facebook. I don't recommend doing that all the time, but hey, it's National Relaxation Day, so I relaxed in bed for a little bit. Then I got up and I went for a walk. Guys, exercise can do amazing things for our emotions. And the reason why is when we exercise, we actually make these chemicals in our body, these endorphins, that help our emotions, okay? So I'm not saying that all exercises is going to reduce stress, because there are some types of exercises that can actually increase your stress, and everybody is different. So walking for me is very relaxing, and I just went on about a 10 to 15 minute walk. I actually listened to that whole tunes that I shared like on Sunday while I was walking, because it was very relaxing. For me, yoga is very relaxing. Actually, I prefer to do yoga in the evening. I sleep great if I do that in the evening. I wouldn't say it makes me tired like I want to go to sleep if I do it in the morning, but I just get the best sleep if I do it in the evening. Running is stressful to my body, so that is not like a relaxing exercise for me. I do think it can be good in spurts. I also want to make sure that I can run, because if there was ever a bear or something, I want to be able to get away, even though you're not supposed to run if you see a bear. But some people think like boxing is very emotional. It helps them with their emotions. Kickboxing. My daughter loves to dance. That's her exercise of choice. And that's how she gets out her emotions. If she's not able to dance, then she doesn't really have a way to express her emotions the way that she feels best to express them. So exercise is a great way to help with our emotions, okay? Number two on my list, and these are in no specific order because everybody is different and every day is different. I just know for myself, a lot of times if I don't exercise first thing in the morning, it's probably not going to happen because I have lots of excuses. Let's go there for just a second. So I have found that as we've been going through these different oils and affirmations and stuff, that I don't know if I want to use the word motivated or if I want to use the word inspired or what word exactly I want to use, but I have accomplished more, and we will talk about why I feel like I've accomplished more lately, just since we've been doing this. But yes, I have been more apt to exercise first thing in the morning since we've been doing this, because I am more positive. Like, I don't think about all the things that I don't have time to do in a day, because as soon as that thought comes in, I've either got an affirmation or a scripture or an oil that I'm grabbing, because just like I'm sending this stuff to you guys, I'm doing it too. And I have found that it's kind of opened up my time to exercise more. So back to number two. I call that my spiritual time. You can call it whatever you want, but it's I include prayer, I include my devotions, listening to worship music, all that's kind of my spiritual time. I will tell you, I have found this out multiple times that if I do not take time in the morning, number one, to pray, and number two, to either read my Bible or to read a devotion or to listen to one, my day goes crazy. I was doing the Jesus Calling for a couple of years, and what I found is my day would go crazy, okay? I didn't get up that morning and do my devotion. I got up that morning and did 100 other things, okay? It's afternoon, and I'm just like, I need a break from life, and I get at my devotion, and I will tell you exactly what it said. If I had read that first thing in the morning, all those things that were like piling up to here to me would not have happened. And so I've just found that I need that every morning. And if I don't, and things begin to feel overwhelming or stressful, I'm like, hey, wait, got to go do this. Got to go take care of this, because that's going to help me be better stabilized and better to handle life. All right. Number 3, emotional. Like, I have my emotional time. A lot of times that is during my spiritual time, okay? And a lot of this kind of goes together. So this morning I go for my walk. While I'm walking, I'm listening to this whole tones and I'm praying. So I've done those together. I came home, I read my Bible, and then I made my breakfast, okay? Emotional, stress away. So let's talk about this. And I'm going to put this information about stress away on as the day goes, and the little graphics, so I'm over here reading it right now. But the first one I want to talk about that stress away is good for is fear. Okay, let's just say it. Fear happens, okay? This root comes up every single day. We might be listening something on the radio and fear comes up. Maybe it's something somebody said and fear comes up. Maybe someone calls, fear comes up. Fear is going to come up. I'm saying that because I want you to be prepared. Fear will happen each and every day of your life unless you're secluded someplace, and that's not normal life, right? Okay, but we get to choose what we're going to do with that, and that's what we've been learning about. I was really debating, like, when do you talk about each of these, like what order? And it was really just a prayerful thing that I started with lemon and I went through, and I'm ending with stress away for the premium starter kit. But I hope now you understand that what we've been learning about is that you get to choose what you're going to spend the time thinking about, okay? You may not be able to control the things around you that may come in and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm afraid, or oh, that was fearful, okay? But you get to choose what you're going to do with that fear. So, are you going to let fear grow within? Just think of those trees growing within, okay? Or are you going to replace that fear with an affirmation or scripture and let the positive blossom your tree, okay? So, every morning, I love to put stress away on, and it's actually, I'm here at my desk. This is actually where it stays. I have one in a couple other little places too, but I always have my stress away at my desk. I put it on like a perfume. So I just put it on here. Sometimes I'll put it on here. And the reason why I just do it first thing in the morning is I know the reality of my day is that something or someone or a call or something on the TV and all those hundreds of different things, fear is going to rise within me, okay? But I get to choose to replace that fear with something like, I trust, okay? So I've already told you guys, that's like the quick scripture that comes in my head. As soon as that fear comes up, I trust in the Lord with all my heart, not with my own understanding. That's fear, right? Like when I'm wanting to try and control it, my understanding. But I trust the Lord with all my heart, saying that right then. When fear tries to raise its ugly head on whether or not I can homeschool my kids or run my Young Living business, or if I can do both at the same time, I get to choose fear, or the another affirmation we can say is confidence. I choose to be confident that the Lord called me to homeschool and to run a Young Living business because this is His purpose for my life. Okay, I am confident. So when that fear comes up, that's what I can say. Okay. Now, when I find my mind wandering and all the what ifs, that's what ifs cause a lot of fear for us moms, I think. I get to choose fear or resolution. So I can say, I am resolute. And if you wonder what's resolution, resolute. It's determined. I am determined. I am purposeful. I am resolved. I am adamant. I am single-minded. There's verse in James about that. I am firm. I am unswerving. I am unwavering. I am steadfast. I am stalwart. I'm unfaltering. I am tenacious. I am strong-willed, and I am unshakable. Okay? So you could use any of those words. The little graphic's going to say I am resolute. Okay? Now, all of those came from this book right here, Conquering Toxic Emotions by Rhonda Favno. She's actually going to do in September her own emotional group type thing on her Conquering Toxic Emotions. So as soon as I find out information, I will be posting it here if you guys want to be a part of that. I know that this isn't always easy, but it is really simple if you have a plan before the fear starts, okay? So if we are waiting to look for a solution after we're already feeling that way, that's like the worst time to try and find a solution. So if we already have a plan in effect, like I trust in the Lord with all my heart, as soon as that fear comes up, I know right then, I don't have to be thinking about it, okay? Let's see, love everything you have done. This has been so beneficial. Thank you. Think of it as weapons, okay? Our words are like weapons, all right? Our thoughts are like weapons. So when a weapon is coming against you, you need to fight it, okay? And the way we can fight it is with this information we have learned about in the last 15 days. So another verse that I really like, for God has not given us a spirit of fear. He has not given us that spirit of fear. So as soon as you feel that fear, you need to remember, oh, this is not from God. This is not from God, okay? But of power and of love and of a sound mind. That is from God, okay? So if you are not feeling that this is love, you're feeling this is fear, then we know that's not from God, okay? And if we feel like we're going a little crazy, I will be honest, yesterday I was sitting at my desk. I don't even remember what. I was like, this is driving me crazy. I said that in my head and I was like, no, 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 I do not want to go crazy. Lord, take that away. And I started saying nice words to myself, like, I've got this. I am not overwhelmed. This is not that big of a deal. You can do it, okay? And it's amazing. I don't remember what it was because I tried to, I guess, forget it. But things got better. I actually got up out of my seat and I took care of some other things, came back and took care of it, no problem, all right? So when you start, we all are going to have them. When we start having those thoughts that are not good thoughts in our head, we need to replace them right then. Don't spend time with them, all right? So the next one we're going to talk about is stress, all right? So it's called Stress Away. I love the name. Makes it easy. You have stress, you want it to go away, you get your stress away out, right? So just like fear, stress is going to be a normal part of living in this world, okay? But we're actually called to be different. So what we do with that stress, again, is our choice. Okay, you can choose to be stressed out, like yesterday when I said, oh, this is driving me crazy. Or I can choose not to go there and replace it. So I like to picture myself going down the river, okay? You hit the rapids, that's stress, right? I can fight those rapids, trying to stop myself, or I can flow right down the river, and put my feet up, okay? What Rhonda likes to say, she says, I am flowing with life. That's why I picture the river, okay? I am flowing with life, and that's what I did yesterday. I am okay. I am just going to flow with this. I do not need to fight it, okay? When I feel that tension, that stress, this is where I like to hold it. Yeah, I don't know if anybody else is that way, but that's where I hold it. When you feel that stress building within, do this. I am relaxed. Okay, that didn't take that much time. Get your stress away out. I am relaxed. Today would be perfect to do because today's National Relaxation Day, all right? When everything around me is stressful, I'm going to use traffic as an example, I can say, I am peaceful. Now, I was just having this conversation with another one of our members the other day, yesterday. So I have gone through Dallas for the last 5 years driving a lot. And it used to stress me out. Thank goodness for my stress away, because it helped me save probably our lives and others trying to take care of getting where we need to go through Dallas. However, now 5 years later, my daughter and I actually drove to Dallas on Sunday. She had class for 5 hours. We turned around and we drove back. Now, I put my stress away on that morning because I do that because stress is going to happen. And it was a Sunday, so I'm going to be honest, the traffic was not as bad as a Friday night, okay? But as my daughter said, who's learning to drive, and she sees all these, I mean, they're just packed. I don't know if you guys are around Dallas or have ever been around Dallas, but they're just stacked roads, traffic, like, I don't know. And she goes, oh, and I said, you know what? I just look at where I'm going, okay? And I don't pay attention to whether or not there are other roads underneath me or other roads above me, because that's not where I'm going. And I stay focused. And guys, when we stay focused, we can stay peaceful, okay? So I want you to try it today. Get your stress away out and say some of these things, these affirmations, know your verses. And I promise you, it will start working and helping. Is it going to fix the world? No, it's going to help you, okay? So the next thing I want to talk about, though, that was the emotional part. Let's talk about physical, our physical bodies. Guys, our physical bodies are often stressed, which causes the emotional stress too, because we just go, go, go. So I hope you guys took my Sunday advice and had some relaxation, but if you did not, you get a second chance because today is National Relaxation Day, all right? You have to let your body relax. Okay, you cannot go, 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 and then wonder why you cannot handle everyday stress, because it's going to be out there, guys. Okay, sleep is very important, part of that. So if you are not getting 8 hours of sleep and you are feeling stressed through the day, the oils are going to help support you emotionally, but they're not going to fix the problem of not getting enough sleep. Okay. So making sure that you are giving yourself time to sleep. Now, there are oils to help with supporting our sleep. So if you don't know what those are, we will help you with that. But know that there are things that we can do to help with sleep, okay? Hydration. If we are not getting our water daily, okay, our body is going to be stressed physically, which then is going to affect us emotionally. Again, we can say, I'm trying all these oils and they're not working. I mean, I only had 3 hours of sleep last night, and no, I don't drink water ever, okay? Our body is physically stressed. Our brain is not going to be able to do what it needs to do. Those trees that we're trying to make and change, we have got to water them, okay? We need to water them and we need to feed them. We need to feed them with positive affirmations and scripture, but we need to water them so they have room to grow, okay? Very, very important. The next thing I want to talk about is nutrition, because this is where my emotional health journey actually started. I just didn't know it was called emotional health, all right? So, we're already getting at 9:18. Okay, I was going to try and keep this between 15 and 30 minutes. I'm going to do great to keep it under 30, I think. All right, because I've already passed the 15. Too much of something like sugar, okay, can increase your stress. It increases my stress, okay? And I want to explain it this way. Me not eating sugar, okay, I wake up in the morning and I can handle quite a bit. Like, I might be here, all right? And things happen. So I get to here, and I get to here, and I get to here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and then I explode, okay? Me on sugar, right here. Nothing can happen. Anything happens, and I explode. My top just comes off. Have y'all seen those pictures before? Okay, that was probably me. They took a picture of me. That's how sugar affects me, okay? Now, when I say sugar, I'm talking for sure like white sugar. White sugar, piece of birthday cake, here, okay? Fruit and stuff like that doesn't seem to bother me too much, but I still have to limit how much sugar. And that's a whole nother maybe 30-day group that we do one of these days, because the way our food affects us can affect us emotionally too. So for me, the old me, okay, couldn't handle much because I ate a lot of sugar. I didn't think I ate a lot of sugar, but sugar isn't everything, okay? If you had ketchup yesterday and it didn't say no sugar on it, you got some sugar, all right? But I would just explode, and I always thought it wasn't me, it was those around me. It was their fault for what they did that they got the wrath of Shauna, okay? What I've learned is it was because I wasn't able to emotionally handle the stress because my body was stressed out. Does that make sense? All right. Now, our bodies can also be stressed out nutritionally if we're not getting what we need. So sugar is like too much of something, but magnesium actually is something they found that a lot of people are lacking. So if you are not handling stress very well, you could actually be deficient in other vitamins too. But the mineral magnesium is definitely one of them. Okay, so you might look into that. Young Living has several different products. The Mega Cow, the new Super Cow, they have magnesium in it. I actually have something called Natural Calm that I use in my water. There's magnesium sprays that you can put on. There's magnesium gels. Epsom salt baths. Guys, let's go there for a second, okay? So before oils for me and before making nutritional changes, I already figured this out. I didn't know it had anything to do with magnesium and Epsom salt baths. I don't even know if I put Epsom salt bath in my bath before oils. But anyway, I have on my bathtub wall, I have a nice Whirlpool bathtub, okay? On my wall it says, escape, relax, and dream. I put that on there because, remember I said a lot of times I was here and I would explode. I learned even back then that walking would help decrease my stress, okay? And I learned that a nice relaxing bath, okay, would help me relax, okay? I needed to escape from the world, take a breath and relax, dream a little, and I could be the mom and wife that I needed to be, okay? So it's National Relaxation Day. Maybe a hot bath is for you. Maybe go to the pool if you still have a pool that's open. But that's very important, all right? Now, the things that we're doing in life may be causing us stress. A mom's job is just stressful. That is just part of the job, all right? But if you do these things that we've just talked about, guys, you got kids, they need to go to the park and you can play at the park. You don't have to be sitting there. You can be exercising. Pushing kids down the slide, pushing them on the swing. Those are all exercises. Walk, go to the zoo, go to the park and walk. It's good exercise for your kids and it's good exercise for you. It doesn't have to be an all-day thing, okay? Get your Bibles out with your kids. Read. Do a devotional. I'm really, really excited that my daughter and I, who's 16, so we only have a couple more years of high school left, we're going to do a Bible study together, a girls' Bible study, women's Bible study, whatever you want to call it, together. We're going to sit down every morning and do this together. Using our oils, okay? Sometimes you might be looking at your kids thinking that they're going crazy and they don't want oils on right now. You can put those oils on, hug them, hold them, and they're going to get those oils too. Say positive affirmations out loud. When you're thinking all that stuff, say it out loud, the positive. It's good for them to hear it too, okay? Now maybe you're saying, well, I'm not a mom and I've got a crazy job at work. Well, you know what? Same exact thing. At lunchtime, maybe it's grabbing one of your friends at work and say, hey, let's go for a little walk, okay? Maybe it is starting a Bible study once a week at your job. I know that happens some places, okay? Maybe you have to meet before work, maybe not even in your location of work, but there's Panera Bread and there's Starbucks and all these different places. Maybe that's the way you get started, okay? If you can have a diffuser at work, great. If you can't, hey guys, I take my diffuser everywhere. It's called a diffuser necklace. It smells so good. I have peppermint in mine. almost all the time. All right. I accidentally put rosemary in it a couple weeks ago, and I'll tell you, I like the smell of rosemary, but rosemary and peppermint smell kind of funny together. So I finally got my peppermint smell back. Really happy about that. I love Epsom salt baths too. Hour is a long time. So let's see. Oh, here's the last thing I really want to talk about. Okay. Finances can be very stressful, guys. Can be very stressful. But when we do these other things, it's amazing how our perspective can change, and it opens up our mind to be able to see what we need to do to help with our finances. I don't know if that really makes a lot of sense, but I know for me, when I was stressed out all the time about finances, I always wanted to try and figure out how I could fix it, be in control and fix it. And my solutions always made things worse. It was amazing how I could go back to work almost in a full-time hour type way, and we would get in farther debt every single time. Okay. Even with this job, I have to be careful, because I find that if I push away these other things that we're talking about, it hurts our finances, even though financially we have more money coming in. I know that should make sense, but I know a lot of people that on one income have less debt than people with two incomes have, because we forget about doing these other things and we get so stressed out, we don't make good decisions. When you are stressed out, you do not make good decisions. That's all there is to it. Okay? So, using our oils, I'm going to go back to that for just a second. This month, the last 15 days, I've been doing this with you guys, all right? And I have found that my time has not changed. I still have 24 hours in a day, just like everybody else. But when I put these things into effect, and I don't let that negative get to me, so I'm going to use this as an example. For a long time, I've had a desk that has been full of stuff. And before, it was just full of stuff on the sides. I could still sit at it and get things done, when the school year was in. But when May hit and we finished school, that desk things just kept piling up on it. And I really thought it was a job that was going to take forever. Anybody ever have those thoughts? Oh my gosh, this is going to take forever. I don't have time to do this. The other morning, I did it. My kids helped me do a couple of things, and then they also had a baker's rack that they worked on. 30, 45 minutes. The amount of time that I have just spent talking, guys, I was able to take care of projects on this desk. There was things from Christmas cards were there, okay, from December. Coupons that had expired in January, okay. Things that had been sitting there for a long time. Did not take that long when I set my mind to it, okay? The difference it has made every time I walk through there now, it wasn't that high. It wasn't like piled high. It was just piled, I feel like that whole area has been opened up just because that desk is cleaned off. Emotionally, I feel totally different having that cleaned off. It's amazing, okay? So, what did that do? That inspired me to take care of some other things through the house that I was thinking was going to take forever. And I just said, hey, let's see how much time it takes just to do this. And none of those little projects have taken more than 30 minutes to do. And so it has allowed me to cleanse, whatever you want to do, those areas in my life that were causing me stress, and I didn't even realize how much stress that was causing me, which is allowing me to get other things done. All right? So I hope you all have been enjoying learning about all the oils from the Premium Starter Kit. Today was our last day to do that. Let me grab this real quick. Sorry, showing you guys my armpit. We're going to start the Feelings Kit tomorrow. Okay, we're going to start the oils from the Feelings Kit. If you don't have those oils, it's okay, guys. Listen to the affirmations. Look, see what you might need in the future. Okay, things that you're having issues with and emotions that you want to release. We don't have to do all this. We have a journey. As far as I'm concerned, I've got another at least 50 plus years to work on this. So I am in no big hurry to release everything today. Okay. I just need to release today what's affecting me today, so that way I can be the best me today. All right. So you guys have a great National Relaxation Day. If you had any questions on here, I'm going to make sure that I answer those. And then you guys have a great day. Oh, have a nice, relaxing day.